Mykolaiv city is located on the bank of the Kapshagay Reservoir. In 2022, it became the administrative center of the Almaty region. Firstly, it was a small village built thanks to the Kapshagay hydroelectric power plant. It developed into a bigger city, and the original territory of the village was flooded to form a lake. Since the 2000s, the coast began to develop conditions for comfortable recreation, which attracted many tourists. I am Aygiri Musagajinova, and this is Taste Kazakhstan. Are you ready to learn more about Kazakhstan's beautiful places and unique recipes of Kazakh cuisine? Today we will prepare a dish called Sube Orama, lamb rib meatloaf, and Qaraqumyq tea, buckwheat tea. Sube Orama is a festive dish, which was usually prepared to greet friends. The main ingredients are rib meat from a young lamb, homemade cottage cheese, wild onion called jusai, salt and pepper. Let's start with the meat. We must be careful while preparing it. Remove any unnecessary parts.
Вот такую вот заготовочку мы должны подготовить.
Add a considerable amount of salt, but only on the inside, and a bit of pepper. Now leave the meat like that for a while. In the meantime, we'll prepare the stuffing. Take cottage cheese, and add some salt, pepper, and wild onion. This dish is usually served as a main course, but it can also be great as a hot or cold appetizer. Mix it thoroughly. In Kazakh cuisine, many dishes consisted of a combination of dairy, grain, and meat products. These products were the main basis of Kazakh diet, and hence the traditional Kazakh cuisine. Different combinations of the three could be used to cook a variety of dishes. Our dressing is ready now, and I will continue to tell you about the Kazakh culture. One of the most important directions in Kazakh decorative and applied arts is jewelry making. People paid great attention to jewelry making. They even raised children to become jewelers from infancy. Young jewelers were instilled with love for metal and for their motherland. Kazakh jewelry pieces demonstrate an entire history of the Kazakh people, starting from the Bronze Age. Historical motives can be traced in both style and jewelry making technology. Jewelry also reflected all the beauty of national culture. We're going to start rolling the meat now. In the meantime, let's continue the story. Jewelry art is very large-scale and diverse. It is intended both for children and adults. Jewelry for children usually includes special buttons, protective amulets, and cradle decorations with owl feathers, called ukayak. Ukayak is a jewelry for baby cradles. When a baby was born, parents placed an order to make the most beautiful cradle jewelry. It was supposed to be hanging in the cradle as a symbol that wished the baby to grow up in peace and safety. Jewelers always added gemstones, such as turquoise and carnelian. These gemstones have protecting properties and serve as amulets. Carnelian also has healing properties, while turquoise has always been known to bring tranquility and good fortune. There weren't as many jewelry pieces for children as there were for adults, though. When it comes to women's jewelry, there's an entire universe of various options, and it's a chance to uncover the magic of jewelry making and the meaning behind it. Women's jewelry includes different pieces, ranging from items for little girls up to jewelry for elderly women. Such jewelry was usually made from silver and gold. Mostly, Kazakh women preferred to wear silver, since it was considered to ward off evil. Even while cooking, women always wore silver bracelets and silver rings with stones. For example, here I have a ring in the shape of a bird's beak with a carnelian stone and a traditional Kazakh necklace. From early childhood, women were taught how to wear jewelry properly. In addition to its informative properties about Kazakh traditions, jewelry could also indicate a woman's station, her age, and her family's social standing. Our Sube Orama is ready for the next stage. We have a meatloaf like this one. Tie it up with a thread nicely and tightly from both sides. At this stage, you can either cook the Sube Orama right away, or you can also dry and smoke it a little bit for later use. Now that our meatloaf is ready, let's put it in slightly salted boiling water.
Воду подсаливаем и опускаем.
Sube Orama will be cooked for 1.5 to 2 hours. There are not many desserts in Kazakh cuisine, but they are all very healthy and based mainly on milk. Usually it was goat milk, camel milk, mare milk, and even sheep milk. Today we are going to make a cottage cheese dessert based on goat milk. We all know that the Kazakhs mostly raised sheep, but usually if there were sheep, there were also goats. Goat milk was widely used to make a lot of different products: fermented milk drink, ayran, cheese, butter, yogurt, and Kazakh's favorite snack, bowl-shaped dried sour milk called kurt. But a dessert made from goat milk is considered to be the most delicious. For this dessert, we use cottage cheese made from fresh goat milk curd. Add some cream, honey, and mix it all together. Goat milk is highly beneficial for health. It has anti-inflammatory effects and is full of useful nutrients. It is especially recommended to elderly people. Any traditional table was full of different kinds of milk, which reminds me of another milk-based dessert, bal qurt. It literally means honey-dried cheese. Bal qurt is made from camel milk, boiled to dark brown color. It has natural sweet taste and looks like toffee. This is a common dessert that was often used as a children's treat. Now that the base of our dessert is ready, let's start decorating. We will use dried apricots. Cut them into small cubes.
Небольшими кубиками.
Let's also add some fresh berries. We're using blueberries, but strawberries, raspberries, gooseberries, or even currants would be great too. Our dessert is ready, but no dessert is any good without some delicious tea. So let's make some. We will make Qaraqumyq tea. In Kazakh, Qaraqumyq translates to buckwheat, and hence the name of the tea. The smell is simply unforgettable. It always brings us back to our childhood home. Now let's start making this amazing tea, shall we? We need 2 or 3 tablespoons of buckwheat, black tea, cream milk, a little bit of crystallized sugar, navat. The flavor is amazing. Leave the tea for 10-15 minutes. And while it's steeping, I'll get the Sube Orama. And start preparing it for serving. Sube Orama is a favorite dish of Kazakh men because it's very nourishing and healthy. Men used to cook Sube Orama quite often during hunting or simply at friendly holiday gatherings. Now we need to remove the threads. Look, the meat turned out very tasty and juicy. Decorate the plate with wild onion and cut the meat into slices.
И нарезаем. Наши угощения готовы.
All the dishes are now ready. This is how we serve Sube Orama, goat milk cottage cheese dessert, and delicious tea Qaraqumyq. Have a nice meal. I'm Aygiri Musagajinova, and see you again in the next episode of Taste Kazakhstan.